This is Greg Noy's Pacific West Home Inspections, and I'm doing a house today in Arcadia, or in Monte. It's off of Myrtle, and it's an older house, probably built in the 20s. It's a Spanish style with a flat roof, or a low slope, and you can see that there's been a couple additions here, and the front foyer now has been added. There's a couple broken tiles, clay tiles in that, and debris up in the tiles. And I will swing the camera around, and then they have this other roof here over the part of the bedroom and living room, and this is probably was the original house at one time, and they had the low part of the roof goes to a drain here inside the roof itself. So you can see repair work done on it, and so this is one area you're going to have to keep an eye on. It could develop leaks here. This type of roofing is a they call it a cap sheet. It's a 90-pound cap sheet, and they have a knife up here they use to spread the black tar, so there's been some problems over time. And the seams are tight, and this material lasts about 15 years, and it's already developing some air pockets between the layers, so it's aging. So you probably have 3 or 4 or 5 more years on the roof. The furnace and AC unit, they call this a package unit. It has both. It's made by Carrier, and that's a good brand, the very top of the brand. And it's a 2.5 ton unit, and it was installed in 2000. So it's coming on to 14 years. Typically they last about 20 years, so you have 5 or 6 more years on this. Some things we like to see on this is where the gas line goes in, it'll be a sediment trap, and trying not to get the shadows here. The pipe that comes down, and then the gas line, I notice it's just hanging in the air, so it should be better supported. And also it's on some 4x4s, so when they re-roof this roof, you want to have them build a platform for the furnace. You see 4x4s where the vibration will dig into your roof, and that's what you have there. So again, it's a Carrier, and it's working today, and it was getting about a 20-25 degree difference for the register to the supply. The back of the house, there's probably 3 different additions here, and this again has a cap sheet. It has some air pockets. They stuck a dish on a sewer line here, so with the winds, that's going to blow around, and you get little gaps right here. And over here, they have a vent that's probably an old furnace, or it's a plumbing vent. You don't really need a vent on it, but it's a 3-inch plumbing vent. And this is the water heater vent over here. And it's single wall, so we like to. Oh, it is a Type B. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, it's a double wall pipe. That's one we like to see, so that's good. And they have another satellite dish here, and this has been attached to the roof, directly to the roof by bolts, and these will leak over time. They should put some tar over it so it doesn't leak. And then off to the side, you got a plumbing vent here, or the ventilator vent for your stove. And so this is what your roof like. So from the half the roof is slopes to the rear of the house, and then the water that catches in the front part drains through this internal scupper. So this is the roof area that you really need to keep an eye on. Again, this is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections, and today is Saturday, October 19th, and I'm in Arcadia, California, and doing an inspection of a 1920s home. So we're still at the same house in Alhambra, and there's three different distinct remodels, or four, where we are now over the living room. That's the original house. And then put some water down this drain line here. Let's see if we, and they have a pipe in the attic, and it's not coming out here yet. It's we use for a dryer vent, and it's not for water, even though they stuck it in here for a drain. So I have to get some more water up here. Oh, here we go. You see the water coming out? So that's going to rust out, and that'll be a real problem down in the future. So this is the same house in Arcadia, and it's a 1930 house, and they have around the foundation we call a cripple wall. They're a little side wall here. The foundation itself is this little stem wall here. In newer construction, this concrete wall would travel all the way to the floor itself. So on these cripple walls, they have a tendency during earthquakes to rotate. So we like to cover them with plywood. And, so the beams that come across here, this one here is a 4x4, and today's standards we use a 4x6, and this, so everything's a little different today. And the joists here, floor joists, they're 2x4s. Today would use a larger size of 2x6. So there's a couple of things that we would increase the size of wood over time. And they found that during earthquakes you need a larger size wood. Now I'm going to bring the camera around. Here there's a big pile of dirt, and then the cripple wall, they've had deterioration of the wood here. And it says 2x4s, and then over in the framing of the wall, the wood's all deteriorated, and there's a sewer line that comes out of the, and that'd be the toilet in the bathroom, that area there. So I gotta get through these. Oh boy, this knocked my head. So I'm not sure why they have this. There's no trench, and I'm not sure why they have this big pile of soil here. The neighbor said they had gophers, but this wouldn't be gophers. And so it's a series of piers here, and all the way around you have a cripple wall. And the back of the house, the back room, it looks like that's been here for a while. And then the kitchen was probably a porch, and they put that in at a later time. So there's no bolting at all. Oh, there is bolting. And it's on a 6-foot spacing. We use a little different spacing today. But I want to bring the camera around and follow all the way around, so you see what's down here. So this is what you have. This is the front of the house here, and so basically that's your it'd be the north side of the house here, the left side of the house. So there you have. I'm going to have to crawl back through there, and so that's it for the movie. This is again the same house in Arcadia, and older house. They still have some Malvern tube. Much of it's been replaced with Romex. So there's some exposed wiring, and we want to do this everything in junction boxes. Now in the back here, they have that's the back side of the house. So the original house is very small, and then they see that metal pipe that I have in front of me. That's a drain line for the front roof. So I'm going to do a test here in a minute with water and see if it's still working or not. No insulation in the roof here, or in the ceilings. And if you look at the there's a black soot all the way on top of all the roof members. So they had a fire one time or something going on here. They probably had a water heater here at one time, but has been a fire in the house at one time. Some old stains here. They have newer ducts, air ducts, you see here. So this is what you have. Again, this is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections, and I can be reached at 818-362-5578.